Have you ever left your phone behind? Think about how you realized it. You probably didn't just randomly exclaim, "Oh no, my phone." It usually hits you when you go to reach for it, maybe in your pocket, your bag, and it's not there. Confused, you pause. Then your mind rewinds the morning step by step. That's what happened to me. The alarm went off like normal, blaring from my new phone. But the battery was lower than expected. This model had a bad habit. It left apps running in the background overnight. So I put it on the charger while I got in the shower instead of tossing it into my work bag like usual. Just a small break in the routine. But that was all it took. Once I stepped into the water, my brain slipped into autopilot. That unconscious rhythm we all follow when doing something we've done 1,000 times. Get dressed, make coffee, feed the dog, start the car. My phone was already forgotten. And here's the thing. This isn't carelessness. It's how the brain works. It splits tasks. One part handles routine so the other can think about the rest. Traffic, emails, what's for lunch. You don't think about walking, you just do it. You don't remember each commute, they blur together. That's routine. That's autopilot. And that morning, autopilot kicked in hard. I showered, got dressed, heard the radio forecast another scorching day. Gave my son, Noah, his cereal. He was cranky about the sun in his eyes during the drive. I smiled, loaded him into his car seat, and left. Routine resumed. My brain told me the phone was in my bag, but it wasn't. The day blazed on. Heat shimmered on the asphalt. The office was thankfully cool. I submitted reports, sat through meetings. It wasn't until my mid-morning break that I reached for my phone and came up empty. Suddenly, everything rewound in my head. The dying battery, charging it on the counter, not grabbing it before I left. My phone was on the kitchen counter. Autopilot, disengaged. And in that moment, everything changed. You see, when your brain is in routine mode, it doesn't question anything. It assumes everything is going as planned. That's the danger. You don't notice what's missing because your brain fills in the blanks. And my brain said, Noah was dropped off at daycare, just like always. The afternoon scorched the earth. Roads warped, air shimmered. Iced drinks replaced coffee. Jackets were left behind. The heat was relentless. But eventually, the sun began to dip. I headed home, cursing myself for forgetting my phone. The car was a furnace. A foul smell hung in the air. I didn't think much of it. Gravel crunched under the tires as I pulled into the driveway. My wife stepped outside, looking puzzled. "Where's Noah?" I froze. No. I didn't drop him off. I hadn't gone to the daycare. I'd driven straight past. He'd been quiet. He'd moved his seat to escape the sun. I hadn't seen him in the mirror. He hadn't spoken. He'd fallen asleep, and I had forgotten. Autopilot had lied. I raced back to the daycare, heart pounding, praying for a miracle. Maybe they'd call me negligent. Maybe I'd pay a fine. Maybe I could fix this. There was a note on the door. "Due to overnight vandalism, please use side entrance. Today only." I felt the blood drain from my face. That note wasn't there this morning. Because I hadn't been there this morning. My hands trembled, my knees buckled, my mind screamed. My phone was on the counter. I hadn't stopped. I hadn't dropped him off. He was in the car, all day, 9 hours. That heat, no air, no water, no escape. That smell in the car. I walked to the door, number shaking. I opened it, and I understood what autopilot had cost me. My phone was on the counter, and my son was gone. Autopilot, disengaged.